As I was walking home one evening, I know this takes some believing, I met a group of creatures with the strangest looking features. A poor old dog and a worm in a weed and a fine old pigeon, yes indeed. Daddy Longlegs jumped up sprite and he danced to the reel and the flickering light. All round we go, heel to the toe. Daddy Longlegs jumped up sprite and he danced to the reel and the flickering light. On his thin and wispy spindles, he was deft and he was nimble. His eyes were scientific and his dancing was terrific. And the rats and the worms, they made it in, and the metal in the corner took it in. God says, aye, tonight's the night, we'll dance to the reel and the flickering light. All round we go, heel to the toe. God says, aye, tonight's the night, we'll dance to the reel and the flickering light. Then he looked at me directly, with a gaze that could dissect me, and he asked me in a whisper, have you got any sisters? Good God Almighty, says I to him, what sort of a man do you think I am? I've only one, she's not your type, she wouldn't dance a reel in the flickering light. All round we go, heel to the toe. I've only one, she's not your type, she wouldn't dance a reel in the flickering light. He says, does she come from another planet? Does she have a bee in her bonnet? Does she do her daily duties? You never know, we might be suited. And the rats and the worms, they began to laugh, and some of them started shuffling off. We're going to have some fun tonight, getting ready for the reel and the flickering light. All round we go, heel to the toe. We're going to have some fun tonight, getting ready for the reel and the flickering light. See, he had no scruples when I gazed into his pupils. They were purple or magenta, like a statue during Lenta. I said I'd get her right away. Good man, says he, now don't delay. We're going to have some fun tonight. And he flicked his legs in the shimmering light. All round we go, heel to the toe. We're going to have some fun tonight. And he flicked his legs in the shimmering light. Then up stepped a red carnation, and they gave her an ovation. She was warm and enchanting, and she slowly started dancing. And the fine old pigeon peeled his eyes, and the metal in the wheels, they began to sigh. Daddy Longlegs says, my oh my, are we ready for the reel and the flickering light? All round we go, heel to the toe. Daddy Longlegs says, my oh my, are we ready for the reel and the flickering light? She was gentle, she was charming, and they heard him call her darling. He was graceful as a whisper on his delicate legs of silver. And the rats and the worms, they were still as mice, and the poor old pigeon says that's nice. A shimmering veil on a lovely bride, and they danced to the reel and the flickering light. All round we go, heel to the toe. A shimmering veil on a lovely bride, and they danced to the reel and the flickering light. All round we go, heel to the toe. A shimmering veil on a lovely bride, and they danced to the reel and the flickering light.